Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Reads His Marvel Comics in Order. This is episode 16, and this time I read Dead of Night, number 11, featuring the Scarecrow. This is the first appearance of the Scarecrow, later to be renamed as the Straw Man because DC Comics had a character named Scarecrow, so Marvel had to change the name. But when he first came out, he was just known as the Scarecrow, and this is his first appearance. This comic's in pretty nice shape. Very fine. I'd give it a very fine grade. Not too bad for being 50 years old, just like me. This is written and drawn by two people that I do not recognize. I do not know who Scott Edelman or Rico Rival are. I did a little digging on Scott Edelman. He wrote a few issues here and there for Marvel and DC, not a lot. He was mainly an editor for like science fiction and fantasy magazines and whatnot, I guess, and a writer, a sci-fi fantasy writer. I think he wrote for some Saturday morning cartoons and whatnot here and there as well. Rico Rivaldo, I don't know who he is. I didn't look into him very much. He has a very, I don't know, maybe a Gene Colan type of style, I would say. The artwork in here is fantastic. I love this artwork. This is good. I would have liked to have seen more of Rico Rival's art. The story, it's okay. It's very Hammer horror type inspired, probably. I would say Hammer horror was kind of popular back in this time, and I would say it was inspired by that type of thing. The Scarecrow basically comes out of a painting. I'm kind of confused. This cult, they're after this painting because the painting somehow contains the god that they worship, and they're going to steal the painting and sacrifice a virgin and bring the god back and all that blah 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 stuff. And the Scarecrow is kind of like the guardian. He's the guardian against this god returning to our world, and he's also in the painting. And you find out later that the painting, like somebody painted over the original the evil god, they painted over it with the Scarecrow. I don't know. It's really confusing. Anyway, there's an art auction. This guy has to have the painting, gets outbid almost by this other guy who's basically the head of this cult. Real confusing. Real, like, kind of cookie cutter, basic origin story type stuff. But I enjoyed it because, like I said, the artwork's really good. Good gothic Gene Colan type style of Marvel horror comics back in the day. The Scarecrow is an interesting design. I like his look. He's really neat. So this comic is worth a bit of money. Like in this condition, might be worth $20, maybe. See the artwork there even kind of looks a little Bernie Wrightson-ish from back in those days as well. Like this guy's really good panel layout. Really good artist. I would have liked to have seen more by him. It ends with a big write-up on like the origin, how it came to be. Like they tried to get this story in some other comics as backup story, and the comics kept getting canceled. Like Monsters Unleashed. Tried to get it in like Giant Size Werewolf by Night, and all these comics kept getting canceled before the Scarecrow could get in there. So finally they got him into, this is the last issue of this series, Dead of Night, I believe this is the last issue of this series, and they finally were able to squeeze the Scarecrow into this issue, and that's his first appearance. Like I said, my copy's in pretty nice shape. The comic goes for, I don't know, you could probably sell it for $20 if you wanted to. Some old nerd out there on eBay is looking for this for his collection, I bet. And yeah, Only a couple more appearances of the Scarecrow. The same writer comes back, I think, and writes him a few more times. And I think I have an upcoming issue of Marvel 2-in-1 that guest stars the Scarecrow. That'll be in this series soon. I guess in the 90s they kind of brought the Scarecrow back, but like I said, they had to rename him by that point because of DC's Scarecrow character. They had to rename him to the Straw Man. Kind of made an appearance in that whole 90s Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, Morbius, all those like monster titles basically of the 90s. I guess he was kind of a character in all that for a little bit, but not real well known. Uh, Unfortunately, he's kind of cool. He had potential, but I guess nobody really did anything with him. Anyway, this is like if you're a Hammer horror movie fan, Amicus horror movie fan, or just all of the satanic panic movies of the late 60s, early 70s with cults that worship the devil and all that kind of thing, then this you'd probably dig this comic. I like it. I love the cover. I love the artwork. Story, like I said, meh. But everything else about it's really cool. So anybody out there who knows anything about the Scarecrow, please don't be afraid to comment down below. I love to find out all the juicy details and trivia. And if I got anything wrong, please correct me. I want to be right about this stuff. So comment down below with all that, and like, share, and subscribe while you're at it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.